questions about Google Drive, how to use it, and how to upload my lesson plans. And so I wanted to do a real quick video kind of showing you how to do that. If you're familiar with Google Drive, you might want to skip around to what you are through what you already know. But I'm going to cover just really quickly. First off, I've already logged in using my La Vega email address and my password that I use on the computer. If that doesn't work for you, you might want to contact technology and let them know, and they can kind of fix that. Sometimes that has been an issue with some of the logins. Once you log in, though, you'll see there. This is what the interface looks like. You might have some different files or folders in here, but these little blocks down here are folders. If it looks different, it might look like this. You're in list view. You can change that up here at the top. There's a little picture of you. Maybe you can click this grid view. I like that better. Whatever your preference is, but it's going to look similar to this. Now, these little blocks here are folders that are in my Google Drive. The ones right here are files, and it kind of has a label there, so you'll know which is which. But you can look at this just like the T drive or just like a drive on your computer. These are folders you can organize, and you can put files in, and you can just have files in the main part of your Google Drive. So it's up to you how you want to organize this. Mainly what I'm going to be talking about is using these folders, and then these shortcuts over here. I'm going to briefly go over them. The first one I'm going to talk about is this big new button right here at the top. If you click new, you can create folders here. So if I put new, I can title my folder test, and it will pop up right here. Once I have a folder in Google Drive, I can right click on that folder, and then I'll have some other options. I'm only going to address a few due to time. The first one is I can add a star to that folder. So I can click add star. And then what that does is over here on the left under my starred section, it's similar to bookmarks. So I can have frequently accessed folders and files right here available to me. So you can, that's pretty neat, easy to use. I can also right click on my folder, and I can do change color. And that way I can find this folder very easily. You can usually do this with files too, except for as far as the star is concerned, and some of the other options, just not the color coordinating part. So over here on the left, I'm going to go back over here. And then the second one under my drive, which is kind of your main home screen of Google Drive, is called Share With Me. So we have my drive, which is the main part right here. And then the second one is Shared With Me. If I click on that, has anything that other people have shared with me, including the lesson plans folder that Miss Gibson has shared with us. If you right click it, you should have, and I don't have it here because I've already done it, but you should have something that says add to my drive. If you click that, it will show up here in your Google Drive. And then you can come here and you can star it and color it if you want to. Anytime you do that, it doesn't change what other people see, only what you see. So don't think you're going to change something when you edit this folder. So I'm going to go and open that. And as you can see, here are all our names where we have all our lesson plans. I've color coded mine so I know which one is mine in there, and I can double click and open that up. Of course, I've organized this a certain way. Everybody does theirs differently, but this is where our lesson plans are going to go. Now, there's two ways you can upload lesson plans to this folder here. And I know I'm in the right folder because I see my drive, which is the main portion of Google Drive, the subfolder, which is lesson plans, and then my folder underneath lesson plans. So it kind of goes in a hierarchy. And so I'm in the right spot. So if I want to upload my lesson plans, if I have them in Microsoft Word, I can come over to New, and then underneath that, underneath the folder option, I can upload a file or I can upload a folder. If you have a whole folder of lesson plans, that's probably an easier option. Once you click that, it gives you an option to upload from your computer. So those are pretty simple. Also, if you wanted to have start from scratch with the lesson, you can use this Google Drive program by clicking New. And then down here at the bottom, we have some options: Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides, which is similar to Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. So I can go down under the New button. I can find Google Docs, roll over this arrow right here. You can start from a blank document, but I've created a template that is similar to our lesson plan. So if I want to start a lesson plan from scratch, I can do from a template. It's going to say create and share. Go ahead and click that. It's just sharing it with Miss Gibson and Miss Gravitt. And then you should be directed to this screen here, which is our template gallery. And I'm sure this will grow as we have more templates. But this is our lesson plan template. If I click that, it will open up the La Vega High School lesson plan template, and then it will allow you to go in and fill out these areas, which is very similar to the Word areas. So you can go through and fill that out. The cool thing about Google Docs is you don't have to save anything. It saves in the cloud automatically. So if you don't worry about losing anything. Also, you don't have to have this installed on your computer. As long as you are able to get on the internet, go to googledrive.com, you're able to create and edit these documents. And the same thing for any of the other Google products here. So if you need an Excel program, you need to do a PowerPoint, or even create a website or quiz or survey, you can come to Google Drive and you can create those. So that's pretty neat. One last thing I want to share with you on Google Drive is you can share these folders or files with other people in our organization. Any of these you can right click on, either a folder or file. You can click share, and then you can enter an email address for the person that you want to share with. So if I want to share it with Mr. Klander, I can type his email address. And one other step you want to do, so I know that's him, he comes up right there. I can click this pencil, and there's two options. So if I want for Mr. Klander to be able to edit this file or this folder so he can make changes to it, then I would pick this option, can organize, add, and edit. If I just want him to view this file or folder, then I could click view only. That way he won't be able to make any changes. So it's kind of up to you, depending on the file or folder you're sharing, how you want to share that. But you can, if you click advance, there is ways also that you can make this a private file so no one can have access to it. You can also share this publicly with parents if you need to share files with parents. And there's cool things you can do, like have things translated into different languages, and there's a lot of interesting things, but I'm not going to go into those because that would make this video very long. But that's the really neat things you can do with Google Drive. If you have further questions about any of these stuff I've covered, or any other interesting, cool stuff like backing up your files on your computer, feel free to email me or contact me. I can make more videos if that's convenient. Otherwise, I hope this helps some.